Maxell. Japanese company Maxell was founded in 1960 in Ibaraki City, Osaka Prefecture, as a specialized division of Nitto Electric Industrial, now known as Nitto Denko. This division was created to manufacture batteries and magnetic tape, two areas that were rapidly developing in those years along with the consumer electronics and magnetic recording markets. The name Maxell itself comes from the combination of the words maximum capacity dry cell. This was the name of the battery line that started the brand's history. In the early 1960s, the company primarily operated as a manufacturer of power sources and magnetic materials, but it quickly began to expand. By 1961, Nitto Denko's battery and magnetic tape divisions had been spun off into a separate company called Maxell Electric Industrial. This allowed management, production, and research to be concentrated within a single structure. In its early years, the company actively invested in the development of battery and recording media technologies, which were becoming increasingly in demand due to the spread of portable electronics and tape recorders. In 1963, Maxell introduced Japan's first high-capacity alkaline battery. At that time, alkaline batteries were considered technologically superior to traditional carbon-zinc batteries because they provided more stable voltage and a significantly longer life. This step was an important milestone in the company's development and strengthened its position in the Japanese battery market. A year later, in 1964, the company became part of the Hitachi Corporation. After that, it became known as Hitachi Maxell. Joining a large industrial group opened up new opportunities for Maxell. The company gained access to broader production resources, research laboratories, and international markets. This allowed it to accelerate the development of new products and expand exports. In the second half of the 1960s, Maxell began to actively enter the consumer tape media market. In 1966, the first audio cassettes designed for use in portable tape recorders and home audio equipment appeared under the Maxell brand. The compact cassette format, developed by Philips several years earlier, was rapidly gaining popularity around the world. Maxell quickly became one of the manufacturers of cassettes aimed at the mass market. One of the first models was the C60 cassette, designed for 60 minutes of recording, 30 minutes on each side. In the mid-1960s, it cost about 700 yen, which was considered a typical price for a high-quality medium at the time. Soon, more long-lasting versions appeared. In 1967 and 1968, the company released the C90 and C120 cassettes, which allowed for significantly more recording time. This was achieved by using a thinner magnetic tape, glued together in a special way. By the end of the decade, the range of cassettes had become quite extensive. Maxell produced media of various lengths, from short 10-minute cassettes to the popular 90-minute cassettes. Demand for magnetic tape grew along with the spread of home audio equipment, and even then, annual shipments of magnetic tape reached approximately 10 million units. Success in the production of audio media allowed the company to establish itself in the international audio industry. In the early 1970s, Maxell continued to develop magnetic tape technology. In 1970, the UD series of audio cassettes was introduced, which stood for ultra-dynamic. These cassettes featured improved recording and playback characteristics, making them particularly attractive to audiophiles. Thanks to the combination of stable tape and precision manufacturing, Maxell cassettes gradually gained a reputation for reliability and high quality. In addition to magnetic media, the company continued to develop battery technology. In 1973, Maxell introduced the world's first high-performance manganese-zinc batteries, which were characterized by increased energy capacity and stability. In the second half of the 1970s, Maxell began to actively participate in the development of computer data storage technologies. In 1976, the company introduced Japan's first 8-inch floppy disk. The FD3200S model was used in large computing systems of the time and became an important milestone in the development of the Japanese computer storage media industry. In the same year, Maxell developed Japan's first silver oxide battery. These batteries were compact and had high voltage stability, making them widely used in watches and other small electronic devices. By the end of the 1970s, the company was actively expanding its international operations. In 1978, Maxell began manufacturing VHS video cassettes, which quickly became the standard for home video. This allowed users to record television programs and home videos. The production of VHS cassettes became an important part of the company's business. At the same time, Maxell began to establish overseas manufacturing and sales divisions. In 1979, the Maxell America plant was opened in Atlanta, and in 1980, the European company Maxell UK Limited was established in the United Kingdom. These steps significantly strengthened the brand's presence in international markets. At the end of the decade, the company also listed its shares on the Tokyo and Osaka stock exchanges. This event marked Maxell's transformation into a major international company. In the 1980s, Hitachi Maxell continued to expand its technological capabilities. In 1981, the company began manufacturing CR-type lithium batteries for compact electronics. These batteries were widely used in calculators, watches, and other small devices. A few years later, in 1983, production of ER-type lithium thionyl chloride batteries began. They were used in non-volatile memory systems and industrial electronics, where long-life power sources were required. In the mid-1980s, the company began to develop new types of storage media. In 1984, production of 12-inch optical discs for data storage began. At the same time, Maxell began producing various types of memory cards and IC cards, which were used to record and store information. To support research and development of new technologies, the company expanded its scientific infrastructure. In 1986, a research center was built in Fukuchiyama, which was used to work on new types of materials and storage media. In 1987, Hitachi Maxell introduced the world's smallest silver oxide batteries. Their diameter was only 4.8 millimeters. The SR421SW and SR416SW models became an example of how the company improved the technology of miniature power sources for watches and compact electronics. One of the most famous episodes in the brand's history was an advertising campaign in the early 1980s. In 1980, an image appeared that later became known as Blown Away Guy. The photo showed a man sitting in a chair in front of a powerful audio system, with the sound literally blowing him backwards. This image first appeared in Rolling Stone magazine and then became the basis for a television commercial. The campaign symbolized the powerful and clear sound that could be achieved using Maxell magnetic tapes. This image became one of the most recognizable advertising symbols of the hi-fi era. In the late 1980s, the company continued to improve magnetic recording technology. In 1989, metal vertex audio cassettes were introduced. They were the first cassettes with a metal layer of recording film applied to both sides. This solution improved playback characteristics and increased dynamic range. At the same time, Maxell developed data storage media for computer systems. The HS4 and HS8 cartridges were introduced, designed for storing large amounts of information. In addition, the company began supplying professional video cassettes for television studios. By the early 1990s, Maxell had become a major international manufacturer of data storage media and power supplies. The company continued to expand its range of data storage technologies. In 1991, production began on 3.5-inch magneto-optical discs. These discs combined magnetic and optical recording methods and were used for long-term data storage. In 1993, the company began producing minidiscs, a compact digital medium for recording music. The minidisc format became particularly widespread in Japan and became a popular alternative to cassettes and CDs. In 1995, Hitachi Maxell began manufacturing recordable CDs, CDR. This allowed users to record audio and data onto discs themselves. Rewritable CDRW discs soon followed. In the late 1990s, the company was actively involved in the development of new optical formats. In 1998, Maxell began manufacturing DVD-RAM discs, one of the first rewritable DVD formats. These media were used for both data storage and video recording. In 2000, the company introduced recordable DVDs with a capacity of 4.7 gigabytes. Such media were widely used in camcorders and home video recording systems. In 2003, recordable Maxell Blu-ray discs for professional use appeared. It is worth noting that this format was only officially introduced to consumers 3 years later, and Sony is considered the pioneer of the format. In 2006, Maxell introduced the world's first recordable HD DVD-R disc with a capacity of 15 gigabytes, as well as new BDR and BDRE discs. Thus, Maxell became one of the manufacturers of a full range of optical media. At the same time, the company continued to improve its batteries and accumulators. New alkaline cells with extended shelf life and NIMH accumulators appeared. New mercury-free lithium batteries were also developed. In the 2010s, the company underwent a series of organizational changes. In 2013, Maxell acquired Hitachi's projector manufacturing division. This allowed it to expand its range of electronics and offer projectors under the Maxell brand. In 2014, the company conducted its own initial public offering on the Tokyo Stock Exchange. And in 2017, after restructuring, the company finally dropped the Hitachi prefix from its name and became Maxell Holdings. Later, the structure was changed, and the main operating company was renamed Maxell Limited. In addition to storage media and batteries, the Maxell brand was also occasionally found on consumer electronics products. Even today, the brand logo can be found on portable speakers and headphones, for example. Although the company never sought to compete with major hi-fi equipment manufacturers such as Sony, Panasonic, or Pioneer, it periodically expanded its product range with affordable audio devices and accessories. This trend became particularly noticeable in the late 1990s and 2000s, when the portable electronics market began to grow rapidly. The spread of CD players, followed by MP3 players and smartphones, created a huge demand for compact and inexpensive headphones. Maxell began actively producing wired models for portable devices, and later added in-ear headphones, on-ear models, and wireless models. These devices were distributed through large electronics retail chains and were often positioned as affordable and reliable solutions for everyday use. In addition to headphones, the company also produced small speaker systems. The range included compact desktop speakers for computers, portable speakers for MP3 players, and later Bluetooth speakers. At the same time, the company offered a wide range of audio accessories. Under the Maxell brand, cables, adapters, microphones, cleaning discs, and various kits for the care of audio and video equipment were produced. At the dawn of the digital music era, the company also actively sold accessories for iPods and other popular MP3 players. Maxell sometimes released its own portable music players. Over the years, simple audio players designed for the mass market appeared in the catalog. Interestingly, in the 2020s, the company returned to its magnetic recording heritage with the MXCPP100 portable cassette player, inspired by classic cassette players. Thus, although Maxell is best known for its magnetic tapes, video cassettes, batteries and optical discs, the brand has also been present in the consumer audio electronics market for many years. Today, Maxell remains a Japanese manufacturer that collaborates with many other companies and manufactures its products at various Asian factories. The company has grown from a small division producing magnetic tape and batteries to a major international brand. Maxell's history is closely linked to the development of information storage and consumer electronics technologies, and many of its products, from audio cassettes to optical discs, have become part of the history of global audio and video technology. Thank you for watching. More videos about the history of audio, video, and media technology are coming soon. And, as always, thank you to the channel members for supporting this project.